Hey guys, today I'm at the range trying out this Smith & Wesson M&P 10mm. This is the 4.6 inch version. Heard some mixed results about them, so I wanted to try it out for myself. First magazine I'm going to fire is Fiocchi ammo. It's 180 grain, 1250 feet per second. This is considered a full power 10mm load with those specs. Yes, there is hotter stuff. I will try some of that today, assuming we get through this. So let's give it a try. That was the second to last round. And it's empty. So one failure to feed. Next magazine I'm going to try is CCI Blazer, aluminum cased. This is 200 grain. I think it's traveling a little slower. It feels softer. No problem there. Alright, I've loaded another magazine. This time we're firing Underwood. This is 200 grain hard cast traveling at 1250 feet per second. So this is a hot load. Let's see how it goes. I've already chambered the first round. Definitely more flash and boom. That brass is just flying. So far, 5 rounds, no problem. I'm going to call it good with the Underwood so I can save a little bit of this ammo. Now this is more Fiocchi just to see 10 rounds loaded. That's all I have left. Hot brass. So that one fired with no problem. I had one failure to feed earlier. I'm going to call that pretty acceptable for a new pistol. Alright, so in the shooting footage you saw I had one failure to feed in the first magazine. I consider that to be pretty good, acceptable enough for me to keep the pistol and keep working with it. Now, as far as problems with these guys, they seem to occur mostly on the 4-inch version. This is the 4.6 inch version. It's got this little extra in the front. Now, some people have reported if you do have problems, you can try a stronger recoil spring or maybe stronger magazine springs. I may try to put a stronger recoil spring in here to see if that just helps with the felt recoil. If I do that, I will try to make a video to show you how to change that. Now I will say the shooting impressions, the recoil really wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. Part of it is due to the M2.0 grip texture. It's very aggressive. It works very well to help control that 10mm. The trigger I think is pretty good overall. Let's take a look. Some take up. Here's the brake. reset. Now my only problem with the trigger is it has this little clicky spot before you hit the wall. You can hear it and feel it. I think that is due to the striker block. Let me show you. So when you're pulling the trigger on this guy, this shark fin guy here moves back. And what that does is it disengages the safety here, which prevents the striker from moving forward. It presses that up. It's kind of a sharp transition here rather than a smooth radius. So as that shark fin travels back and jumps here, it's creating that rough feeling. So I'm thinking of replacing this striker block with an apex part. If I do that, I'll try to make a video for that to show you how. I don't really feel the need to give this pistol a full apex trigger upgrade because it really is pretty nice, except for that little clicky spot. Now, I will say though, if you want the best striker fired trigger you can get, it is an M&P 2.0 with an apex trigger, at least for my finger. And yeah, it definitely beats out Canics, Walther, CZs, all of them that I've tried. It's the closest you can get to a 1911 style trigger in a striker fired gun, at least that I've found. Just to show you what that apex would look like, this is a 9mm with an apex trigger. Yeah, it's definitely very nice. Because I have small hands, a lot of 10mm pistols, especially if you've tried like a Glock, they have an enormous grip. So I just wanted to show you the circumference compared to the 9mm. Because this tape measure doesn't start at 0, I'm going to start at 10 to try to make the math easy. Alright, so you see just under the trigger guard we've got about a 5 3/8 inch circumference. Down by the palm swell, it's about a 5.5 inch circumference, and this is with a small back strap installed on both pistols. Switch to the 10mm. So with the 10mm just below the trigger guard, we've got about a 5 5/8 circumference. With the palm swell, still about 5 5/8. So it is bigger. You can definitely feel the grip is larger in your hand, but it's not too large. I didn't have any problem controlling it. Now, if you want the slimmest 10mm you can get, that's probably going to be a 1911. But it's impressive that Smith & Wesson made a 15-round capacity 10mm that still feels not too large. Alright, that's it for my first look at this gun. I'll be doing some more with it coming up, and if there are any questions, let me know, and I will share anything else I do, maybe changing some stuff out in the future. Thanks.